Hey, check it out, pile of action figures here. Yeah, you know what my channel's all about, mostly movies, right? But, yeah, you know I love me my toys. I mean, the channel is called Andy Boy Comics and Toys, so of course I have to feature some toys that I have recently acquired. Mint on card figures, figures that haven't been opened yet. Because, you know, I like my unboxing, and I love to take my figures out of the package, especially the Star Wars Black Series and Marvel Legends. But here's a bunch that I think I'm going to leave in the package. Maybe just because I'm going to sell them, maybe just because I want to show them off. Who knows? First up, of course, is Princess Leia. This is Star Wars The Black Series. This is one of the, Legacy series, or Archive series, that's what it's called. Yeah, 6-inch figure, fully posable. She comes with a cloth robe. Pretty good sculpt of Carrie Fisher. I think I'm actually going to keep this one. I don't think I'm going to sell it. But I don't have my Star Wars Black Series figures on display anymore, because I don't have the shelf space. I'm in an apartment, and I don't want to put up too many destructive shelves. Until such time that I live in a place where I can do that, I'm going to keep Princess Leia Organa in the package. Also from the Star Wars Black Series.
Ooh, teeny!
Yeah, this is a Jawa. This is I don't know what series, series of the Black Series this was. He's got a number 61 on the side. He's a Jawa, a classic, I guess, from A New Hope style Jawa. He's got a couple of rifles there, one of which being the ion blaster that disabled R2-D2 in the canyon. Yeah, this Jawa, I just picked him up actually just a little while ago. Another one of those figures that I just never had from the original Black Series. I mean, I'm not interested in the Ahsoka figures or the Andor figures or anything from the streaming shows. I have no interest in those at all. I know this guy showed up in The Mandalorian, and you can also get the style of Jawa that showed up in The Mandalorian, but they have black cloaks on. This guy's a traditional New Hope, scuzzy looking little Jawa from 1977. So he belongs right next to Princess Leia over there. And continuing with the Star Wars theme, I got this one at Dollarama, of all places. I paid $5 for a Mace Windu figure. Of course, he's got his purple lightsaber, activated and non-activated. This picture would suggest that this figure is from the Attack of the Clones era, because that's where that photo is from. But I mean, let's be honest, Mace Windu pretty much looks the same for all three of those movies. I don't normally collect the 3.75-inch figures from Kenner. Well, actually, it's not from Kenner. It's actually from Hasbro. Of course, I mean, Hasbro and Disney rule everything nowadays, so of course they own Kenner too. But they put it under the Kenner line because of the vintage aspect of it, and they style the cards after the old vintage Kenner figures. Even though the figures are way more advanced than the old school ones. But I did only pay $5 for this. What the hell am I complaining about? In this series, you will also find Ahsoka, Anakin Skywalker. Kind of want to get that one. Kid Anakin. Never did own a Kid Anakin figure. We got Obi-Wan Kenobi, Mace Windu, tiny little Yoda. We get Fennec Shand, the character from the Book of Boba Fett, which is so current with all these other ones. Death Watch Mandalorian, I guess, from the Mandalorian. And you get a Clone Trooper. So the Clone Trooper fits with pretty much all the other ones, except for these two and possibly three right there, in that he was actually in a movie. Yeah, but they gotta throw those streaming service Star Wars ones in there, and I don't care about those. But I do care about Mace Windu. I don't know, I might put him up for sale. Who knows? I mean, I invested $5. Maybe he's gotten to be hard to find, and how can you turn down Mace motherfucking Windu for $5? And speaking of Dollarama and $5, got a bunch of these. Got more of these guys. Remember I had a video just all about these? These are the Marvel Legends 3.75. Once again, Kenner, using the Kenner brand. If I had found these on the shelf at Dollarama for $5, I would have got them. But the sad truth of it is, since these ones were a little harder to find, I think for most of them I paid about $10 for. I mean, first I found the Wolverine. This one is, I love this one. This is the classic Wolverine to me, my favorite version of Wolverine. I think the best look of Wolverine, the brown and orange kind of suit, brown suit Wolverine. He's got his claws extended. You know, good sculpt on this. Great picture on the front, profile on the back. Now that I think about it, Wolverine, I think I got him at a different Dollarama than I usually go to, and I got him for $5. I was pretty happy about that score. Also at the same store, I got Venom, and Venom cost me $5. He's like significantly bigger than the other figures, and he's much bigger than like the black suit Spider-Man that I also have. I mean, there's not much to this, but $5 and Venom's a cool character. And so yeah, I actually got away with only paying $5 for both of these guys. Then like a week or so later, I went to a geeky toy sci-fi convention in a different town than my own, and I managed to find these two couple of classic Marvel Legends characters, Captain America and the Incredible Hulk. And the Hulk is like, this is a big heavy figure. Like, this package actually weighs like double what this guy does. So yeah, and unfortunately, instead of the old regular $5 price tag, I actually paid $10 a piece for these guys, because I guess like I had combed every Dollarama within a 40-kilometer radius to see if I could find these guys, but I couldn't. But I did find them at the convention, and they were $10 a piece. So yeah, that whole like value thing is starting to come into question here. Now it's all about my obsessive collection. Then while I was in town for said convention, I went to the Dollarama in their town, and I got Firestar. And Firestar, for whatever reason, I couldn't find her in my own town, but since I found her at Dollarama, she was only $5. And I gotta say, that's probably the sexiest Marvel Legends figure that I own so far. And then a couple weeks after that, I found Luke Cage, Power Man. Now, I found this guy at Toys R Us. He's got his chains, you know, he's ready, his yellow boots, he's ready to kick ass, got the headband and everything. He looks sufficiently angry like Luke Cage always does. Sweet Christmas. Now, this motherfucker cost me like $21 at Toys R Us. But I was like, I have not seen this figure anywhere else before, so I had to get it. I had to, you know, I'm looking at like 20 of these figures now. I think he was actually number 18. And then the final one I found, again, in the same town where I found this guy, I found Nova at the Dollarama. And I don't really care for this figure too much. I never really liked the character very much. He's kind of geeky looking and dumb, but you know, I didn't have him, so I had to get him. $5, man. And I gotta say, you know, I'm still pretty happy with my Marvel Legends 3.75 mint on card collection, because like I said, now I got like 19 of these figures, going strong. I'll let you know if I get any more anytime soon. But of course, since I'm at Dollarama all the time, and I'm buying these 3.75 Marvel figures, I had to get a couple of DC figures. I got Batman and the Joker. Well, actually, Tactical Batman and the Joker. I mean, their figures look pretty cool. Of course, they don't belong in the same universe as my Marvel Legends figures, but hey, DC, gotta represent. What I don't like about these is they come with accessories, but you can't see what any of them are. It's like, well, Batman might come with a bunch of guns and a rocket launcher or something. What about the Joker? Well, who knows? Maybe he comes with a big, like, cartoon, like, hammer or a squirting flower or some shit. But you'll never know until you open these figures. But I don't know. I kind of want to keep them mint in the package, because, like, what if there's, like, a rare, like, accessory in there, and that you can only, it's like, you know, makes the figure, like, extremely valuable, but I'll never know. It's not like I'm going to play with them or anything, but I'll keep them, you know, for display. I mean, I got to have the The classic matchup, Joker versus Batman. $5 a piece, Dollarama. Who cares? But okay, I gotta cap this video off with some figures that I actually have had for quite some time that I really love. First of all, I've got the Shogun figures. Based on the Shogun Warriors Godzilla. This is a reaction figure. I got this at Toys R Us. I think it was about 15 or 20 bucks. But it's a replica, like a 4-inch replica of the Shogun Warriors Godzilla figure. This was the toy that I wanted since I was a little kid. The original one, of course, I'll throw some pictures up there, is the fist shooting, fire breathing, wheeled 14-inch, I think he was like 14-inch Godzilla Shogun Warriors series figure. And he used to shoot his fist off. I don't think this little one does that, and I'm not going to open it up to find out. But I just thought this was the coolest toy. I wanted this for so long, since 1978. Never managed to get it. I mean, I've seen a bunch of copies on eBay and stuff, but we're talking like $800 to get a complete Godzilla 14-inch fist shooting Shogun Warrior edition. So, you know, for 15-20 bucks, I'm happy to have this little one mint on card hanging on display on my wall. Now, my absolute favorite of my mint on card action figures that I own is my Futurama Bender for the adult collector. See, because he comes with like a bottle of beer and a can of oil, I think a pile of money or something, and he comes with different expressions. He's got googly eyes, he's got suspicious eyes, and he's got his normal like kind of pissed off angry eyes that Bender always has. I do believe the hatch opens on his figure. He should be pretty much fully posable. I don't know. I think this one's from about 2011, somewhere like that. Comes in the series with, you know, Earl the cop, wooden Bender, deluxe talking Bender, which I did own at one time, but I turned over for a healthy profit. And then you can get plush ones too. You can get Nibbler, Bender, and Zoidberg. And of course, there's many more figures in the Futurama line. These are like the 5-inch figures made by Toynami. Yeah, this is one of my favorite figures that I own in my entire collection. I'm not going to say I might not sell them one day, because I'll pretty much sell anything. I'm all about the Benjamins, right? But yeah, this guy, I'm hanging on to this guy until I get a couple of $100 at least for this. Yeah, Futurama Bender, mint on card. Bite my shiny metal ass. So anyway, yeah, here's some more toys. I had to throw you a bone for all you toy fans out there. Just because, like, my channel is called Andy Boy Comics and Toys, and I better actually show you some toys every once in a while. Comics, well, I'm working on that too. Until next time, tune into Andy Boy Comics and Toys. Probably have a bunch of movie reviews, maybe some more toy stuff. Hoping to get some more comic stuff up here. You know, if you like this video, please leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know, ain't got no Patreon, ain't got no sponsors at this point, but, you know, those little things, they do help out. So until next time, have a good one, everybody.